Next problem, we're given the fact that a man is standing, or a person is standing on close to the edge of a little cliff, and they can see a ray of light that is about 30 degrees from the normal, right? The person's eyesight is 1.8 meters high. The cliff itself is 2.8 meters, and we're asked to find D. We're asked to find what is this distance that the person is standing at, right? So let's, oh no. We'll do it this way. Give him a little happy face. And then let's also figure out, okay, so this is a right angle. This angle is 30 degrees. That means that this angle is 60 degrees. So that's useful information. This is 60 degrees. Probably it's useful, which means that this angle up here, so if this is 60, here's this ray of light, here's the horizontal. If this is 60, here's the ray of light, here's the horizontal. This is also 60 degrees. 60 degrees up here, right? Which means that this angle with the horizontal is 30 degrees. Okay, that's a great start. Okay, let's recall that we know this height here. This could be our y value. This angle is 60 degrees. This is going to be our x value. So if we just redraw our triangle, which I've done here, and then we use some trigonometric facts, that tangent theta is equal to y over x. Y over x. This is what we're solving for. Okay? We just really need this information here. We don't need this one. So let's do that. Let's solve for it. Well, I've already done that, but let's just do it again, right? So y over x is equal to tangent theta, which means that x, our distance d, I think I labeled it d on the diagram, is going to be equal to y over tangent theta. What does that mean? Well, that means that this is equal to 1.85 meters over tangent 60 degrees. Okay, that's going to give us a value of 1.068 meters, or we'll say it's 1.07 meters. So this distance for this person here, they are standing 1.07 meters away from the edge. Okay, next we're going to fill the pit with water. Fill this with water. Okay? So that the angle from the ray of light exiting the little pit here is no longer the same as it is down here. So we have an angle of refraction. Okay, we're asked to find what is the minimum distance here. So pretty much we're going to use Snell's law to figure this out. So what do we have? We have, let's say, the index of refraction of the water. We'll call this H2O. Times sine of the angle of incidence, because we're exiting, right? We're exiting here, so that we're leaving this medium. The incident angle is 30 degrees, and we're set that equal to n air, because it's exiting into air, and then sine of the angle that's refracted from the normal, right? Well, we know all of this stuff, so we can actually just plug it in. So theta prime is going to be equal to sine inverse of 1.33 over 1. This is water index, this is air index. Okay. And then it's going to be sine 30 degrees is actually 1/2, so it's 1/2. So really we have sine inverse of 1.33 over 2. And that gives us a value of 41.8 degrees. So that's really useful information. So this angle up here is 41.8 degrees. And now again, we can use some trigonometry, right? We know that the y value is 1.8. 5 meters. We want this distance d. We know that this angle is 41.8. So we could set up a new triangle. Actually, we could say, let's put this horizontal on the top, right? And that gives us a triangle that looks like this. So here is our angle that we found coming out. Here's our normal. This is leaving the pit. It's 41.8 degrees. This is the distance, and the height is 1.85 meters. So all we have to do is rearrange some stuff here. Because of the way that, note that because of the way this triangle is set up, it's kind of like sideways, right? So this would be your angle. This is going to be your x, and this is your y value. So d is our y value. So y over x is equal to tangent of 41.8 degrees. And then, you know, we take this to the other side, 1.85 degrees, meters. Okay, and that gives us a value of 1.65 meters. So that's the distance we're looking for. That's the answer. Okay, next, we're given a problem where a man is standing on a boat. I think they said it. I think in the picture they have a ponytail. So, uh-oh. Anyway, that's not important to solve the problem. What we're told is that this person is standing on a boat. They see a fish, right? This is a ray of light. They see a fish. This ray of light makes an incident angle with the normal to the water. So here's the water. And so what they see is this fish here. So this is the fish that they're seeing. This is the fish, the actual fish. So this is the fish's actual depth, right? So there's an apparent depth and there's an actual depth. We want to find how deep is it actually. So the first thing we need to do is find the incident angle of the ray of light, which would be here. Sorry, if this is the object that they're seeing, we know this depth is 1.25 meters. So we can actually find this, this angle that it makes. I'm not sure if that's clear. The angle that it makes with this dotted line here. That's what we're after, this angle. Okay, so we can do that by setting up some trigonometry, right? So we know that this distance is 2 meters. We know that this depth is 1.25 meters. We want to find these angles. So then we use our trig formula of tangent theta. Tan theta equals y over x, which is going to give us, so if we're solving for beta, let's say, then we're going to have tangent inverse of 2 over 1.25. That gives us a value of 57.99 degrees. So beta equals 57.99 degrees. Now notice that, so this angle, because these are horizontal and normal, this angle is going to equal this angle here, right? Okay, so anyway, this angle is going to be this angle here. Remember, this is the apparent depth that we're using. So the idea is that they're looking straight down the pipe here, right? They're just looking straight. So then, our angle of incidence is something we've just found. So we can use that. Looks like I've already done the work here, but I don't want to do that so quickly. So we're going to use Snell's law. N air sine of 57.99 degrees is equal to, I don't know what happened to that, is equal to 1.33, this is water index, sine of the theta actual, so we'll call this actual. This is the theta 2 would be the theta actual, so we'll just write down theta 2. Where do we go here? Theta 2. Okay, and of course we're solving for this using Snell's formula, inverse 1 over 1.33 times sine of 57.99 degrees. That's going to give us a value of 48.21 degrees, which is the actual angle of refraction. And then, so we're going to find the height, right? We have a distance of 2 meters across. This is the angle we just found, okay? And so I've written it down here to make things go a little faster. So here's the distance to the fish. This is the actual depth that we're trying to find. We know this angle. This is horizontal. This is normal. This is normal. This is horizontal. That means that this angle is equal to this angle. It's great. So now all we need to do is a tangent identity, right? Tangent 48.21 is equal to, what did we have? This is 2 over h. So then that means that h is equal to 2 over tangent of 48.21, which gives us a value of 1.787 meters, which makes sense, right? So we're told that the initial depth that we were given is 1.25 meters. The actual depth is 1.7 meters. So what did I do? How do we do this again? We found the angle of incidence, right, by using this trig identity here. We found this angle, which was the same as this angle. We then used Snell's law to find the angle of refraction, the actual angle of refraction. We then used trigonometry again with the angle of refraction to find the height. So, all right, that's how I did it. There are other ways to do it. If you know of a better way or an easier way, please let me know.